Hi Taurus, welcome to your March 2020 horoscope. Taurus, March is a very positive and special month for you. This is the month when your ruler Venus is in your sign. When our ruler is in our sign, we are able to attract positive things to us. We are able to do something that works out positive for us both financially as well as personally. There is more attention that we attract, both physically as well as professionally from people. But more importantly, this is the month when you will be having activation of two very positive parts of your chart. Sun is going to be in your house of networking, in your house of network partners, in your house of friendships, in your house of socializing. This is the time when we are out and about socializing with people, forming gainful associations, looking and working at our future vision, working on a goal that is very passionate to us, that is close to our heart, where we want to sort of deliver something to the world. And we want to be with people who inspire us and who we can inspire. This is the house of setting up a platform to share our creativity, a platform to share our viewpoints, a platform to talk about the things that are dear to us, that are close to us, a platform to influence people because you are being given the gift to read people well. Neptune is in your house of networks. When Neptune is in our house of network, we become one with others. We start understanding their needs much better than we did before. We sort of have a boundary which is very thin with others, especially with the people who we call our tribe or our friends or our fan base. We are able to understand the people much deeper than we did before. Their pulse, it's like knowing something about them before they know it themselves. It's about ability to read them even if you don't know them well. It's about getting the vibe, energy from the other person and figuring out how it is. And sometimes that is positive, sometimes that is not positive because it depends on the energy of the other person. It's almost like our bodies and our mind becomes one with the other, and we are able to feel what they're thinking. We are able to understand what they're thinking. We are able to read people very well. This is very good when we want to influence people because we are able to understand, empathize with them, connect with them at a deeper level. We are sensitive to the people who come in our surrounding. We are able to contribute to their life in a very positive fashion. But for you yourself, this is where you gotta be a little bit careful. And that's why Mercury is retrograde in this area of your life right now. Until 9th of March, it will be retrograde because it is preparing you. It is preparing you to be on a platform. It is preparing you to interact with the right set of people. It is asking you to detox your network to some extent. So you might be reviewing who is your tribe, who are your friends, who are the people who consume your energy in a negative fashion and who you really want to contribute to. Who are your friends? Who are your close associates? Who are the people who build you up? Who will be your supporter? Who will be part of your growth going forward? Who are part of your circle? Who are your social associations which are ready to work on a vision with you together? You might be clarifying certain misunderstandings that might have happened with your friends in the past. You might be moving forward from them. You might be detoxing gossip that has entered your social circle in some way. And in order to deal with all of that, before you take a firm step forward, Mercury goes retrograde and says, let's look at the things from a different perspective before we move forward. So it's possible that you might be looking to launch something at a larger scale, to a larger set of people through online, through a website, through a social media network. You might be looking to set up an association of people, of influential people, of people who are like-minded. You might be looking to enter or get an entrance into an influential set of business network. You might be looking to join a social cause. Mercury goes retrograde when we are about to have a breakthrough in these directions. So Mercury is the planet which rules our thinking. I spoke about it in detail on what happens when Mercury goes retrograde in the separate video. I'll put the link in comments. If you haven't looked at it yet, please look at it. When that happens, Mercury, our mind says, take a step back. Look at things closely. Look at things before you sign on papers. Look at things before you sign on a contract. Look at things before you sign off that this is the vision of your life. Because it wants you to look at things that you may not have looked at because you were busy doing things. This is also the house of rewards, gains. Gains because we have connected with the right set of people and they have guided us in the right direction to invest in something. If you are a business owner, gains from your business are ruled by this house. If you are a person who's working in a job, then the investments that you've made from the earnings you have are ruled by this house. You might be looking to invest your money or your business in a specific direction. But before you do that, before you reap the rewards, before you create further gains from it, Mercury goes retrograde to take a step back to analyze that deeply, to review it, to get more information about it so you can go in it with full confidence. This is the house when our visions are expanded, when our hopes and dreams are coming to focus. This is not short term. This is long term. You're looking at what do you want to do? How do you want to be looked at in a network? What is your social standing? So with this, we are given the opportunity to have a new start. Have a new start in networking. Have a new start with our friends. Have a new start in making contacts. Have a new start in building big wealth. Have a new platform. Have a new fan group. Spending time with the people who you know they're truly your tribe, who add to you. The new acquaintances, new friends, your hopes and dreams are given a fresh boost here. Your vision is given a fresh boost here. Your network, which is prosperous, is given a fresh boost here. You will want to contribute more to the society. How can you do that? You sort of think about it. How do you want to contribute more socially, culturally, spiritually, creatively to the world? And you'll be rethinking about it, how your contribution in the society, what does it stand for, what does it mean during this time. And this is a very meaningful, important part of your chart, which was highlighted last year as well. In March as well, Mercury went retrograde in the same area of your life. So you might have had some growth in that area last year in 2019 March as well. You are sort of being asked to look at that period to bring forward the teachings, the guidance from there to this time. Or there might be certain unresolved issues from the last retrograde in March 2019 which might come up. That could be related to a friend. It could be related to a business influential person. It could be related to a website you have. It could be related to how you show up to the people at larger scale. It could be related to a gossip doing rounds in your social network. Those things would have to be resolved, and they will get resolved by 9th of March, and then becomes the right time to launch it. But you will be seeding it now. You will be seeding it towards end of February. In fact, on 23rd of February, when you have a new start, a new moon in this area of your life, and then Sun and Mercury meet in inferior conjunction on 25th of February, that is the period when a voila moment, like a recognition of something, that yes, that's my purpose, that's my vision. That's what I need to do. That's what I'm drawn to. You will be instinctively drawn to a direction. You'll be guided to go there. Your intuition will be very, very strong on what you want to do to create gains in longer period of time for yourself and to make a social impact. And that will come about between 23rd to 25th of February. And on 25th of February, Mars meets South Node as well, which is enormous amount of energy that goes into your goals. You'll be driven emotionally and physically towards doing something which could be a shift in direction, which could be a shift in your career for better, for growth, to boost the direction of your life, to boost the confidence, to boost the enthusiasm that you have when every time we get up in the morning and you feel like working on something that we are working on. What calls to you, feeling more alive than ever? There's a T-square that will be formed between 26th to 27th of February involving Mars, South Node, North Node, as well as Moon in Aries. This is a cardinal T-square, which means that we make a definitive step. We take a definitive step driven by strong emotions and intensity towards something, and we don't know why we know what we know, but we know in our core that that's what we need to do. This is an epiphany moment which we are woken up to, which we are awoken to, and we are given guidance to go in that direction. And Mars, throughout March as well as end of February right now, is in your house of publication. It's in your house of adventure. It wants to make you get out of a comfort zone and go and interact with people who are different from you. It wants to give you confidence to share your perspective with others, to share your higher ideals with others. It wants you to have the energy within your soul to feel sure enough about your path to take certain very strong and bold steps. This is very, very courageous. This is adding to you. This is getting a ball rolling in a direction for which you have been waiting for a long time. This is confidence. This is energy. This is enthusiasm. This is an excellent aspect to start things up. And this is just the beginning. As the month rolls by in March, more and more intensity is added to it, because Mars is going to make a positive aspect with Pluto, Jupiter. Both of these planets will give it both opportunities as well as intensity, focus, luck, ease of getting opportunities in this direction. Jupiter, this year is in your house of expansion of mind. Wherever Jupiter is, that's where we attract a lot of opportunities. And because Jupiter is sitting in your house of expansion of mind, you will be given this year opportunities to be more than you have ever been before in the last decade. It will give you opportunities to make connections you have never made before. It will give you ease to attract people towards your perspective. People agreeing with your perspective, people understanding your philosophy, people joining together in your philosophy, where you're able to share your philosophy with other people in a grander way, in a bigger fashion, by going systematically into it as you normally do. So you could publish something which is of big influence to others. You could write, you could use media for advertisement of your perspective, of your higher teaching, of your theory in life, of your philosophy in life, or you might be a subject matter in something and you want to publish ideas on it. This is the perfect year to do that. But this month specifically is very, very good for that, because Mars, the planet of action, courage and enthusiasm, is also sitting there, and it's joining forces with Jupiter. So opportunities meets confidence and action, especially on 20th of March. 20th of March, a couple of days before and after, so say from 17th to 23rd of March, you'll feel that what you're doing, by you taking a little bit of effort of going beyond your comfort zone, you are getting much more results. The actions yield much more results. When Mars and Jupiter combine together, it means big action. It means beneficial action. And then on 23rd of March, Mars is meeting Pluto. Intense actions. Our actions have influence on people. They have intensity to it to make things happen. And all of you will have Mars making positive aspect at one or the other point during March to your Sun or Ascendant or Moon, depending on whether you are a Taurus Sun or Ascendant or Moon. Let me tell you the degrees, so you know when you will feel more driven to take action. In February, if you are a April born Taurus, or if you have planets between 0 to 9 degree of Taurus, you will feel more driven to take actions. You will feel more driven to take actions in the month of February itself. If you are born between 30th of April to 8th of May, which is around 9 to 18 degree of Taurus, you will feel more driven to take action in the first half of March. Then if you are born between 9th to 20th of May, or if you have planets between 80 to 30 degree of Taurus, you'll feel more driven to take action in the second half of March. But 20th or 23rd of March, mark those dates. They are very, very beneficial for you to take action on. We'll be well out of Mercury retrograde. Things would have come out in the open after 9th of March. It's a perfect time to get something going, to start something new, to get things rolling. And there's an immense amount of opportunities that will be coming your way to connect with people, to travel, to interact with people who are different from you, to take an educational course, to go into a job that expands your mind, to go into an on-job training that expands your skill set. This is where you're adding to yourself. This is where you are expanding who you are when it comes to your external persona. This is where we decide to enrich our mind by interacting with people who have different perspective from us. And there's an activation that is happening in that area because Mars in South Node on 25th of February are meeting at the degree of the solar eclipse of December. So there is a karmic twist to things. Things sort of come out of nowhere to some extent. Things come out of a little bit of surprise even. They come together in the ways that cannot be described by any other way, any other word but lucky. I don't like to use that word lucky because I think we have huge contribution in the destiny we create, but there's no other way to call it when we have so many karmic planets and positive planets coming together. It will feel very fated. And then what's happening on over and above that, if that was not enough, is that Jupiter and Neptune are together in a positive aspect. Jupiter is in your house of expansion of mind, publication, you traveling, interacting with people who are different from you. Neptune is sitting and creating a new tribe for you. So you have an opportunity to share your ideas at a larger scale and get receptive response from people. Neptune sitting in your house of network is a glam aspect, to put it mildly. It is where we create a fan base, where people receive us in a positive way, where we are looked at through positive lens by people. And especially in the month when Venus is also in your sign, which it is throughout March, you will be looked at positively by the people who are receiving you in your network. And you must take advantage of these aspects. We don't have these months easily, where so many planets are working in unison with us. They're working in building us up. So you must use March to make breakthroughs in life, to take a little bit more risk on yourself, to take bold steps, to move forward where you are put in front of people. This is outward energy. Let me add another thing to it. On 9th of March, we have a full moon in your house of joy, in your house of taking risk in life. Full moons lead to results. It's about reaping rewards. It's about reaping results. And when we reap results in the house of joy, something that you're very, very passionate about, that comes to pass. This could be a creative venture that you might be giving birth to. It could be an investment which is coming with positive results. It could be something happening in your child's life. There's something that you had invested into your child on, and that is coming to fruition. Maybe something your child is doing is coming finally full circle, and it's reaping rewards for you. It could be related to your creative output. You are a perfectionist. You are a perfectionist when it comes to your creative output. You might have worked very, very hard on it. And to some extent, you are a worrywart when it comes to your creative pursuits. You don't take it lightly. You don't take your hobbies even lightly. So you might have put a lot of effort into it, and now it's like just coming easily. It's flowing. There's love there, there's joy there, there's creativity there, there's usefulness that is coming out of the work you have done that you're passionate about. There's positivity in your child's life that is coming out. Or you might be giving birth to a person. You might be giving birth to your passion, which is a child. You might be giving birth to a creativity that's like a child to you. You might be giving birth to a business that is like a child to you. And this is the house and the exact degree where we had an eclipse on September the 15th 2015. So going back to September 2015, look back to September 2015. Did you initiate something at that time? Is there something new that you started in terms of creative hobbies? Did you decide to take on a hobby? Did you decide to do something new in your child's life? Did you decide to set up an investment fund at that time? Did you take a risk on yourself at that time in love, in life, in finances, which might be coming full circle now, coming to a fruition now? So it might serve you well to look back at it, because now the next level of growth comes in it. You'll be moving away from it. Full moons mean completion. Now let's move to the next chapter. And the next chapter is coming with you moving from being an individual creative person, an individual person who invests for himself, to going to network, to going wider scale. We are going wider now. We are going away from individuality to going more social. This is the axis of pursuit of happiness, which moves away from an individual being happy within themselves and then sharing that with the world in some way, sharing your gifts in some way. These are the gifts that we intrinsically have. These are the gifts that come to us as gift to us, and then we work on them. We work hard on them to perfect them, and now we can launch them on a wider scale. And on 9th of March, when this full moon happens, from there the cycle begins. There comes the 20th and the 23rd of March, which you'll start feeling from 17th of March, when your actions are received very positively. And then towards the end of the month, we have your ruler Venus in your sign meeting Jupiter and Pluto on 28th of March as well. This cannot get better. Both of these planets, Venus is about luck, about attracting finances, attracting love, attracting positivity. Jupiter is about expanded opportunities. So creating financial gains out of opportunities, creating gains for yourself out of the opportunities that are coming your way is very much possible on 28th, 29th of March. This is happening at around 24 degrees of Taurus. So specifically, if you have planets, in my view, between 22 to 25 degree of Taurus, which is around 11th to 15th of May born, these dates, 20th of March, 23rd of March, 28th of March, are very, very beneficial for you. They are very, very important to you. If you have planets around 18 degree or 20 degree of Taurus, which is around 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th of May born, you might be seeding a new network. You might be seeding a new platform. This is the ideal time for you to put roots, to sort of put seeds of something that you want to expand further, where you're sharing your ideas. If you have planets around 20 degree of Taurus, if you have planets around 20 degree of Taurus means around 10th of May born, you might be reaping rewards. You might be reaping investment benefits. You might be reaping certain positivity out of giving birth to something that you have already invested in. It could be a creative venture, business, or something in the life of your child. Then if you're early degree Taurus means around 0 to 12 or 13 degree of Taurus, which is around April born and then early May born. That's where Mercury retrograde is happening. You might be reviewing how to go about it before you go in. You might be going back and forth on it, and then second half of March, you'll try to move forward on it. You sort of are at a juncture of making a big change. You at this time might be deciding to sort of completely shift who you associate with. You might be completely detoxing your friend circle. So these are the circle and the events that are happening in this month. There's another event that is happening this month, which is more long-term in effect, which is Saturn, the planet of structure, is also moving into your career house. You'll feel it very strongly because it's moving into an important part of your chart. It's moving to the top of your chart. When Saturn moves into your house of career, it becomes the once in 30-year opportunity to completely restructure our career. and that's happening on 21st of March. I spoke about it in detail in 2020 and beyond video for you, around 20-25 minutes of video. I highly recommend for you to look at it because it guides you towards what to do in your career to be more gainful. What are the kind of projects you can get engaged in with Saturn here? What are the kind of pursuits you should go ahead with? And because Saturn is just initiating here. From 21st of May to 1st of July, Saturn will be here. And then it will take a step back. Then again, it will enter from December into your house of career and stay there till mid of 2023. So it's a long-term transit. And it's a very gainful transit where we gain out of our career. Provided we go with an approach, we go with a plan, we go in the right direction, we take the right steps. This is a very important transit to have. It's where people shift their careers completely. They restructure their positioning completely. They restructure their leadership styles completely. So do look at that video. I'll leave the link in the comments for you. Good luck. It couldn't have been a better month. Good luck for you, and do tell me how it goes for you. Thank you, Taurus. See you in the next video now.